Good morning. So I am down by the entrance to the pancake house here. So I hadn't planned on recording anything today because I'd actually started, I was clearing the gutters all the way around here and I got to this bit around here and I've done a few bits. Managed to clear the gutter here and I took the ivy off the top of the wall there where the white paint is and repaired the damaged piece of gutter up there. And I thought I'm going to have to trim a couple of these branches because that's a privet there, but it's kind of grown into a tree now. So I thought I'm going to have to trim a couple of those branches off that are damaging the roof. And I got the ladder up and I started looking at it. And I thought, actually, that's really quite big. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm just going to try and give it a real good trim. I've said to the owners I'm going to try and take 4 feet out the top. It might end up near 6 feet. But yeah, that's the plan for today. So I've already made a start. I've trimmed a couple of the lower bits off that I could reach. Now I'm mixed because there is a big green bit in there. This is a variegated privet, and if you leave the green it basically takes over and it reverts back to the original plain green one, and I prefer the variegated, but that's going to leave quite a hole if I take it out. But we'll see what it looks like after I've trimmed everything up. I might be able to get that out there as well. So yeah, let's get you on the stand and get on. Right, while I just catch my breath, you probably just saw I took 2 large branches out there. Now there's 2 reasons I've taken them out. Now as you can see, they are green rather than the variegated. So, like I said earlier, I don't really want it to revert all back to the green. Not that I'm against the green, but the white really lifts it and makes it look a lot brighter in here. But the other reason, if I climb into here, is that is what they're growing off of. So underneath that ivy you can see there is a great big section of bark missing and it is rotting down through there. I can actually stick my finger through it there. So that is probably what's causing it the stress, which has caused it to go green. So by cutting that down, that's going to allow more light into here and allow these smaller variegated pieces here to bush out and fill this space. So I'm thinking I'll do the same if I climb up the ladder here. You can see that section there is another green section, and it's actually rubbing here underneath my ladder against this piece. So I'm thinking that's green there as well. If I cut that out here, cut that branch, small branch off there, and cut this big branch off here, that will get all that green out there, give more light for the variegated stuff. Also get the weight off of our roof, which we don't want. So yeah, let's have another bit more of a rest and then I'll carry on. Right, well that's looking better. Now I'm a little bit limited on what I can do here because it's the wrong time of year to be cutting privet like this, to be honest. The best time of year is in March. At March you could cut this off at ground level, give it 3 months, you'll see new shoots, it will regrow. That's the problem, it is incredibly slow to grow. So if you cut in past any shoots now, it'll start to put new buds out, and it'll put little shoots out, and they'll come out probably around about January, because at the moment it's November. And then the first frost will just kill them all off, and then that will just kill that branch. So everything I'm cutting at the moment has to go back to something with leaves on already. So like I say, I'm a little bit limited to how far back I can take it. There's a bit more I can see that I want to trim up there, but to be honest, I can't move. There's too much stuff down here. So I'm going to go and get the mower and get this cleared. Okay, so that's the worst of the rubbish gone. I actually moved it with the trolley rather than getting the lawnmower out to move it all. So the owner did see the pile round by the bonfire, and he sort of had a mini heart attack. He sort of went, how much are you cut off? But he's come round and he's had a look, and he's happy with what, well, I say happy, but happy with what I've done so far. So I said I've got a little bit more to take off, but it's not going to affect the look of it too much now. So now I can actually get round it to see properly. There is one branch up there still of the dark green that I want to get out, and then it's just a case of taking some of these tatty little bits off the end here to try and get it into the centre a little bit more, and then get some of this ivy out from inside it. So right, let's get on. So I've cleared up best I can. The floor's very wet, so the leaves are sticking to sort of absolutely everything. But I've given it all a good sweep. Now if I walk up here the same as I did this morning, or what I can remember from what I did this morning, then hopefully we can get some before and afters in. Now height wise, I said I was going to take about 4 feet off the height of this. As it happens, I haven't taken any height off of it. You could just about see it from the other side of the building over the rooftop, and you can still just about see it over the rooftop. So height wise it's the same, but what I have done is I've thinned it. So that is allowing a lot more light down into this. I've got it up so it's not hitting the roof anymore, it's not damaging the gutter, so the gutter should work better, which means that wall shouldn't get damp. You've got more light coming in, so hopefully this will sprout out further down. You've also got better airflow around it, and that was very important where I took the ivy off at the bottom. I noticed it's looking a little rotten around the base, which isn't good for a plant. So that airflow should hopefully sort that out. But also at the base here we've got a lot of new growth coming up, as you can see there. So that means that in the future, if that gets established, we can then take out the big trunk in the middle there that goes up to a bit of a mess and just effectively start again. Like I say, privet is an incredibly slow growing plant, so for it to have got to that stage, that plant itself is probably a good 30 years old, if not more. So it's done well. But yeah, so I'm going to end this video here so I can go back to cleaning the gutters, and I shall see you later.